You know, with COVID keeping many families at home a little bit more, it can be easy to just hand iPads and smartphones to our kids to keep them entertained. But of course, that may not always be in the child's best interest. Amy Kozera found out how kids can still engage with virtual activities and continue to learn.
That's right, Brian. Devices aren't always a bad thing for kids, but what's most important is what they are using their screens to do. Experts say flashy games can sometimes be overstimulating, but if children are using screens to follow along with crafts or reading programs like those offered at Lubbock's Public Library, that's a different story.
We've had to adapt our services because of the pandemic, of course. So while all of our programs are virtual, they're still educational.
What's most important is that kids are getting real-world experience through their devices, whether that's a FaceTime call with grandparents or reading along with a book.
You know, kids aren't going to school, they're not playing with their friends, they're not going to classes or doing all that kind of stuff. And so they need stuff to keep them engaged.
We spoke with experts from Love Every, a national company focused on providing parents and kids with resources along every stage of their child's cognitive development up until age 3. They explain how important it is for kids to have meaningful hands-on experiences in order to learn.
We, as a brand, don't want to support anything that, is kind of taking children away from the real world and their exploration. Kind of in a child development perspective, it's the most healthy way for them to grow.
Boredom isn't always a bad thing for kids, and Love Every says that about 10 minutes of boredom can spark creativity. Parents like John Bankston say it's important to educate his son Jace about the world around him.
Definitely very important to get out, actually do activities as opposed to sit around in the house and play with nothing but digital media.
And in this new normal with COVID, it can be easy to get stimulated by our screens. But you may find out that a little boredom can lead to creativity, and by spending more time together, the whole family could learn a lot more.